His name is Eminem, aka Marshall Mathers, aka Slim Shady. He's got an inspiring story. He's inspired me so much in my music. So we cut together some different clips that will inspire you on songwriting, going for your dreams, not giving up, and just some like behind the scenes stuff that I think will really inspire you on your songwriting career. Like we like to say here, a fighter isn't someone who never fails, a fighter is someone who never quits. I hope this video inspires you. Let's get into it.
LL Cool J was the one who made me like first start writing rhymes. And I was like 12, 13 maybe. And it sucked. You know, I wasn't good, but like I had to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. I gave it up for a little while, then I started again back when I was like 15 and started being able to kind of put songs together. And then I just was like, I'm starting to, I was never really good at much else, you know? So I don't know. Once I found out I was decent at something, I just kind of focused and just, you know, went for it.
I made a lot of songs. When I think back about how many songs I've actually made, I don't know how many I've made, but I made a lot of songs. And I make a lot of songs for each album. But I always try to approach each song slightly different. And even if I can't, like, okay, I've got a song that maybe was kind of like this 10 years ago. You know, let me put a little twist on it. You know, it's kind of, that's kind of the mind frame. And I write and write till I can't, till my brain hurts. And I write every day.
When I started being able to put songs together and I started like, you know, figuring out like, well, I might be almost as good as that rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep going. And then I start, you know, I learned so much. Like I studied.
I was stuck in traffic for like 3 hours listening to it over and over and over. And I caught something new every single time. And it's like, it's gonna take, you know, till about 2021 or some shit before everybody really gets all of it. And I'm talking about avid fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you write in that type of, on that level, you know, like you said you just put it in anyway, even knowing that it could slip by people's radar.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, there's a certain kind of fan that will get that, and there's a certain kind of fan that might just be the average listener who doesn't, you know, they like hip hop and it sounds good, something sounds good to them, right? But they might not understand exactly what we're doing,
how dope it is.
Yeah, but that's what's dope about those reaction videos, and also the people who break down the lyrics and they show you like, okay, he was hitting these syllable schemes right here. Every single syllable, there's 5 syllables there or 7,
right?
And he was hitting these right here, and he started a new syllable scheme, rhymed with that syllable scheme, and then came back at the end and rhymed with the first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that helps people like really
to understand the genius.
Yeah, to
zoning off of one joint. Stop in the limo, hop in the window, shop in the demo, at gunpoint.
Yeah.
The outer rhymes are 2 syllables. The inner rhymes are 5 syllables.
Yeah.
That's, in my opinion, what makes you one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, but that's, to me, my opinion back to you, because when we did what the fuck was it? My House. Like, this is me and Royce joke about this shit all the time. We're like, fuck, Crook's gonna be on this song. All right. But we joke about that shit all the time because it's like you and him, to me, make verses that even if you laid them first, they're untoppable. So it's like I can only hope to tie at best.
That's a big compliment from you, dog.
But bro, when you did in my house, the lights out, the utilities in the facility, the life out, to wipe out. I forgot the next scene, but utilities in the, like he was rhyming all that.
Right.
Like that shit was like, and being able to keep it going, like that's what I think a lot of the average listener sometimes might not understand, that this, you know, because some people don't catch the syllables. They think that we're, you know, rhyming, you know, my house, the lights out, utilities in the facility, like house rhymes and out rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're not catching the full scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not catching the my house, lights out, lights out, to wipe out. Like there's 2 there, but then there's utilities in the facility.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like
that's the beauty to me of the craft of emceeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that
That's important to you.
hell yeah. Yeah, because it's and I know it's important to you because it's what makes rap fun, right?
Right.
So sometimes we might not have we might be in the mood to like not to write a song that might not have a message to it.
Right.
Might not really be saying anything that's important.
Right.
But it's more about the craft, and we're just trying to go as
Yeah.
hard as we can go, you know? And I think that to me is what makes it fun,
Right.
is being able to, you know, when you thought of the, hey, bruh, I'll go ham for dead presidents. Like, you feel something, right? When you think of that, you're like, oh, shit.
Like, oh, shit, that's kind of ill.
Okay, yeah. All right, let me figure this out. Let me sit down with this scheme and figure it out. But that's to me, man, is the beauty of something about the pen and paper to me is better just because I can look at all my ideas and I can see them at once. I can keep ideas on my phone too, but like I don't feel like, oh man, what was that thing I said that one day? Shit. And scroll, oh fuck. For me, I remember which side of the page it's on. I keep a book and write my ideas down in that because I'll at least remember, was it the beginning of the book or was it towards the middle? And I'll remember what side of the page it's on. When I get ideas, I might get a track sent to me. Somebody might do a beat and I hear the beat and it's like, oh shit, I like this beat, but none of my ideas I got already are gonna go to this, so I need to make new ones. So that's how a lot of things don't get used.
How old were you when you first started putting it out there? Like started rapping or doing rap battles?
Well, I had a weird trajectory. Like I was afraid, like I was afraid early on, like 15, 16 years old, I was afraid that to go into any clubs or anything like that to say my raps because I felt like I wasn't good enough yet. So I had to get to a certain spot. And then I was trying to I was just making songs. And one day I got a call from my boy Proof, and he was like, yo, you need to come up to the hip hop shop. And I was like, what is the hip hop shop? And he's like, yo, just come to the hip hop shop, write something, come up here. And Proof, remember Proof, Nani? He ran shit in Detroit. We me and him came up together, and we came up rapping together, but he would kind of go do his own thing, and then I'd be working like at factories and stuff like that, and Proof was out there like on the grind, and he started making connections, and then he met Jay Dilla, Slum Village, and a lot of the early Detroit hip hop that was like exploding onto the scene. Like Proof was such a part of that. And I got a chance to, when I went to the hip hop shop, I was like, what the fuck? He was like, yo, I'll clear everybody out. I'll have like 10 people, right? And you rap in front of them. And if they don't like you, you know, they're going to tell you they don't like you. If they do like you and they fuck with you, then, you know. So I went there. I said the rap. I got some people jumping around and shit. And I was like, okay, this might be it for me. First of all, I love battle rap, the competitive spirit of battle rap, and me coming from that scene can always appreciate that. And I understand, you know, I don't know if everybody coming up in this generation or even the listeners understand, like, or maybe not even understand, maybe they do understand, they just don't care about multi-syllable rhyming and, you know, wordplay and metaphors and similes and things like that. But me, I pay attention to it. I know how hard it is to do it. You know, it's not something that's easy. And when I do hear people do it that kind of do it effortlessly, especially in the battle scene, I can always appreciate that because it's like, man, that was, oh shit.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of that shit too, growing up as a kid, and just feeling like I wasn't good enough for anything. Like whatever I did, I just wasn't good enough. And yeah, man, it's a psychological thing. I think that once you, for anybody who doesn't feel, who feels like that, right? Like I just feel like I'm worthless. I'm not nothing in this world. Anybody who feels that and then finds something that they're actually good at, it's like I I think that's what makes somebody go for that so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was never good at nothing. I'm good at this. You know?
The most successful people that ever lived in history are megalomaniacs, but they got a low self-esteem.
Yeah.
They don't think much about themselves, but they think they're God on the other hand too.
Right.
You know, but those are the most successful people. They're always challenging that doubt,
Yeah.
making that doubt inconceivable. That's not true, but they still believe it's doubt.
Right.
Even though they prove that it doesn't stop them from succeeding, but they still challenge that, and it still bothers them. They still believe they're nothing. After they made billions of dollars, they still believe they're not shit. That's just how the mind fucks with us.
Yeah, people also think too, like money just buys happiness, and it absolutely is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be right inside. Otherwise, none of this shit means nothing.
No, absolutely. They get everything, then this is something, this is everything? Fuck this. Pow!
Mm-hmm.
This is everything? I waste my fucking life for this? This is
Yeah.
everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or life.
When you perform Lose Yourself on stage, and it's such an important part of the show, it's one of the biggest songs in your canon, and one that people always look forward to hearing live. You know, you think that's probably the only time you probably think about that song is when you're on stage and you perform it at that point. You must feel different about that, knowing how it changed your life. That song totally changed your life. I mean, your life was changed before that, but that's when things went completely crazy.
Yeah, I think that, you know, in a way it's like if there was no 8 Mile, there would be no Lose Yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I needed that movie. That movie gave a little different, a slight edge of inspiration that I don't think I had back at that particular time.
Yeah.
You know? It was good because doing that movie kind of put me right back in certain elements, and, you know, it made me for some reason feel hungry again.
Yeah.
You know, like just the whole battle rap scene.
You could see it on the screen.
Everything.
You could totally feel it in the movie. And, you know, I just, if you hadn't done it, if you hadn't actually thrown yourself into that workload, into those kind of sleepless nights of just trying to think like about the image of you writing that song. I mean, wasn't it literally like writing and recording it in your trailer on the set overnight?
It was like being a hamster, and you're just going from one wheel to the next. You know, like it was a music trailer, and it was the trailer where I got to learn the lines, you know, learning the scenes and
writing the rhymes and
then writing and trying to record, and then trying to, you know, get a little workout in here and there. Like I was just going from one trailer to the next workout trailer, going to the, you know, to the studio trailer, then back to learning the lines, and then in between takes, I remember like writing in between takes, like writing on my hand because I didn't have a piece of paper at the time. And like I said, it was fun, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It was intense. It was intense.
Would you like to kind of work in cinema and do more things like that, exec produce?
Listen, it depends on what it is. You know, I make music, and whatever comes along that seems like it might be interesting or fun, because at this point, I just want to have fun with it, you know? Like, I just want to make sure that whatever it is something that I'm passionate about and that I believe in, you know, because otherwise, just going through the motions.
Music.
Hey guys, it's Chris here from Smart Music Business. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it inspired you like he's inspired me. I remember going to a rap battle years ago, and they were throwing away free prizes, and I caught the album 8 Mile for the soundtrack, and just that movie and everything just really inspired me. And it's because it's the underdog story, right? We all have an underdog story and gone through it. Like, nobody started at the very top, right? So many of these artists and musicians fought for their dreams. And so if you have not read or listened to the book Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams, I want you to read it. You can get it on Amazon or Audible for free with a 30-day trial. I'll put the link below. But this is actually sharing my story and how we ended up getting signed and firing the record label. And now we have over 900,000 monthly listeners. And so everyone's got a story. You've got a story. So I wrote this for you to inspire you on your journey. So pick it up. It's called Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. And just don't quit. You got this, my friends.